Power storage units. Today lecture is on the power storage generators of radiology, used in radiology. So when patient is not able to come to X-ray room, then the mobile radiographic equipment taken to the patient room where the power supply is not adequately available. So power storage generator provides the mean of supplying power for the X-ray tube that is not depend on an external power supply. There are two types of power storage generators. One is capacitor discharge generators and the second one is a battery powered generator. We will talk about the capacitor discharge generator first. The electrical device for storing a charge or electron in a capacitor discharge generator. Standard 110 volt or 220 volt power is fed into a step-up transformer. Then the output of high voltage transformer is rectified and charged the large capacitor or bank of capacitors. Once capacitor is charged, then it can be discharged through the X-ray tube. So this type of the unit uses a grid control X-ray tube to start and stop the exposure. Grid control X-ray tube contains its own switch that is called grid that allow the tube to be turned on and off. As you can see in this diagram, the KV. So this is a KV across the X-ray tube. It is controlled by the KV across the capacitor. And KV across the capacitor is controlled by the voltage output of a high voltage transformer and then can be varied by adjusting the KV selector on a auto transformer. Capacitor discharge units. These are small and easy to move here and there in the hospital premises. Capacitors are always charged to the same potential and there is no need for the special installation as only power is required to charge the capacitor. Voltage waveform across the tube is uniform rather than the pulsating. So there is no relationship with the AC main supply. Limitation is the unit has significant limitation to its MA output. It will typically give 30 to 50 MA. As a general rule, when exposure will begin, then capacitor begins to discharge. In this, the KV will fall during the exposure. So KV will fall for example 1 kV for 1 MAS drop as a general rule that limits the usefulness of a capacitor discharge generators in radiography when use of a thick body parts like abdomen or spine. Limitations also. Capacitor discharge units are not cordless mobile units. Capacitor must be charged prior to its use and we cannot charge the unit in X-ray department and then can take it anywhere in hospital. So charge rapidly leaks from the capacitor. At the end of each exposure, capacitor must be charged. Some units automatically do the charging. Next is how it will work, how the capacitor charge units will work. So we can see from here, when charge button is pressed, when this is pressed, then what will happen? The capacitor charge through the high voltage transformer by connection G1 and G2. So when required KV is reached in this capacitor circuit, then charging will automatically stop. Then your lamp will be indicate the ready button. So after charging is stopped, then you press the exposure button. ठीक है, you press this exposure button, then capacitor will connect it to tube at x1 and x2, and they discharge through the tube, X-ray tube, that constitute a exposure. So when charge circuit is activated, when this is activated, then the voltage from high tension transformer charge the capacitor kV, whatever kV is required for the exposure. Then this capacitor become the power of X-ray exposure. Now it is connected through this to X-ray tube and give the exposure. While exposure it discharge through the tube. So prior to exposure, switch X1 and X2, they need to open. G1 and G2 are closed by the charge control. So when X-ray exposure control open, then G1 and G2 is open to isolate the charge capacitor. Then closes X1 and X2 to discharge through the X-ray tube. Next is your battery power generators. Battery power generators, standard power supply is used to charge large capacity nickel cadmium batteries. Fully charged unit can operate completely independent of connection to an outside power supply. So DC from battery will not supply to X-ray tube directly, because high voltage transformer will not operate on a constant DC power. So output from battery fed into DC chopper, that will interrupt the current many times each second. Like it is 500 times per second. So this figure shows chopped DC voltage. This is chopped, CHOP, chopper. ठीक है, this is DC chopper. This figure shows the chopped DC voltage. This is chopped DC voltage. कैसी होती है? It looks like this. That produce 500 Hz pulse DC supply to the primary winding of a high voltage transformer. High voltage output from secondary side of a transformer is first rectified, then it supplied to X-ray tube as 1000 pulses waveform per second. So 1000 pulses waveform will give 100% ripple theoretically. At this frequency, waveform is smooth to give constant potential to a unit. So battery powered portable units की कुछ limitations हैं. They are heavy in a size and they require regular battery maintenance. Battery can be recharged from the power supply, and full charging will take 12 hours. Advantages is this: its ability to store considerable amount of energy to produce X-rays, to make a exposure independent of power supply, and unit can store 10,000 mAh. Battery power unit supplies a constant output of kV and mA during exposure throughout the exposure, X-ray exposure, compared to the capacitor discharge units where the kV will fall, 1 kV will fall to 1 mAh.